Hi there, everyone. It's Gloria with Glory Bee Resale, and I'm here to do a what's sold on eBay, Poshmark, and Etsy for the week of June 22nd to the 28th. And the first thing to sell over on eBay was this cast iron pelican. And this sold for, I took an offer of $45, and the cost to me on it was $5.99. Next item to sell was this pair of Lands' End green cargo pants. These sold for $22, and the cost to me on them was $3. The next item to sell was this Emery Rose gray look dress, and this sold for $38. And the cost to me on this was $6.49. That was everything for eBay over to Poshmark. And this was the only thing to sell on Poshmark. And this was a Los Angeles 3rd and Army denim pinstripe shirt, men's shirt, extra large. This sold for $35, and the cost to me was $6.49. Now over to Etsy. And the first thing to sell, this was actually last, but I'm going to get it out of the way because I just knocked it into another. See, is this J. Crew brown leather handbag. This sold for $35, and the cost to me on it was $6. The next thing to sell was this pair of quill, vintage quill pottery mom and baby quills. And these were signed from the Dunrovin Craft Shop, 1964 Cape Cod. I, I I picked these up when I was in Cape Cod for my daughter's wedding. I've had them a while. I did change this first picture to show them in its setting, which helped. I thought they were just cute. They were from the 60s, and I really liked the play on his name, Dunrovin Craft Shop. So anyway, they finally sold after I changed up the pictures, and they sold for $54, and the cost to me on these were $15. Next item to sell was this 1990s vintage cowboy cow cheese crock, and this sold for $24, and the cost to me on it was $4.99. I thought that was very cute. Next item to sell was this pair of Sirocco gold plastic wall sconces, and these sold for $99. Cost to me on them was $5. Next item to sell was this set of vintage tumbler drinking glasses from Libby with the white floral pattern. You can see them a little better. And the person was very happy with them. They sold $50. Cost to me on them was $5. Next item to sell was this paper sheet, and this sold for $15, and the cost to me on it was $1. Next item to sell was this vintage brass candelabra. What held 6 candles. This was a small piece. And you can get a better look of it there. It's a pretty small piece. This sold $22, and the cost to me was $1.99. Next item to sell was this primitive style wooden iron candle holder. Was approximately 88 inches. I just thought this was so cute. This sold for $22, and the cost to me on it was $1. And the last thing to sell, and this was my biggest sale for that week, this antique wall mirror. This sold for $175. Get a better look at it there. And I paid $9 for that. So that was a nice turnaround. And that was my best sale for the week. As you can see again, still, eBay and Poshmark are slow. And Mercari has barely existed. I might have had one here and there that I just didn't put in. But yeah, there was none this week for Mercari to put in. So this is what I had. I hope your sales are doing great. Don't get discouraged if they're not. The summertime always gets slow. I don't know, not always. Sometimes I've had some good summers, but I feel like either they slow you down in the summer or in January. So anyway, don't get discouraged. Keep listing, and fourth quarter will come soon enough, and hopefully you'll be selling the stuff off. Good luck, and I will see you next time. Bye.